More presenter before we go downstairs for the hands-on program, and that's Will Libris. I pronounced your last name right. In the Project League Away program that we have, in the 4th year, there's what we call a capstone course or capstone project, and what it is students get a chance to invent something big, basically. In Texas in 1999, there was a senior student that actually invented a hydraulic gurney in the ambulance and patented it for $1 million fee. Another person did something with open-ended wrenches in Wisconsin, I think, out of Project Lead Away. And I don't know how much he got, but he patented that also and sold it to craftsmen of Sears. So you can see that Will is on the verge of becoming a millionaire. Well, would you like to tell him why?
All right, so I'm Will, I'm Aaron's brother. Just graduated from Northeastern a couple weeks ago. This is my capstone project right here. It's the culmination of my time at Northeastern. While I was there, I was lucky enough to participate in the co-op program. So I had 3 internships in the middle of it. It's a 5-year program. Don't let that scare you. If you guys like engineering at all, you should definitely apply to Northeastern to go there. It's amazing. Anyways, first I worked on electrical connectors. My first co-op job was kind of boring, all the plastic things. They're in a computer, they're in there, they're everywhere. My next one, I worked for a software company as an application engineer using software to do aerodynamic simulations of, they're called Class 8 trucks, but Mack trucks, basically, and large farm equipment, and NASCARs. My third co-op was at iRobot. They make the Roombas, the vacuum cleaners. You guys may or may not have heard of those. I worked on the military side, and we made bomb disposal or bomb detection investigating robots. What they all have in common is that it comes down to problem solving. You know, there's always a budget to think about. There's always a solution that you need to find, problem you need to solve. iRobot was great because Mr. Costa here was talking about budgets when you're working for Department of Defense companies on robots that no one's ever made before. For the most part, there isn't really a budget. These things cost like $130,000. They're about this big. They have arms, cameras, sensors. You get to do whatever you want, and what's most important is that it functions, and not really that it's cheap, because we all pay taxes. All right, so this is a project that I worked on with 5 people, well, 4 others, 1 computer engineer, an electrical engineer, and 3 mechanical engineers. 2 of the people in my group also had business minors, so there's a little bit of marketing stuff in this project too. This is the presentation that I gave. Yeah. At the end, you can check out this poster over here. It's got some more details. Most of the stuff is on slides, but if you want to look at it closer later, feel free to. These are the prototypes. They were functioning when we did it. We happened to burn out a couple batteries while testing it. So they don't work right now, but yeah, feel free to check them out later. And if you have any questions, raise your hand, yell, throw something at me. Okay, just don't hesitate. So first, I'll do the marketing stuff. I'll talk about the build and make some conclusions. All right, so our problem that we needed to solve was we had a certain amount of money. It was about $500, and we needed to use, well, we needed to make the most out of all the things that we learned from Northeastern. So it's pretty broad. So you see here we have the price, pretty big bubble, very important, it's a limiting factor. $500 to develop a working prototype really isn't a lot of money, especially when myself and one of my teammates also worked at iRobot. We were used to developing $100,000 robots. Cutting it down to $500 was kind of tough. But we had a lot of good input from our computer engineer and our electrical engineer, and we were able to come up with a pretty cool idea. So the product is the on-time alarm clock. How many of you guys have trouble waking up in the morning? All right, how many of you guys have trouble waking up in the morning with enough time to take a shower and be clean to get to where you're going? All right, a lot of people, common problem, right? So, I don't have the video, unfortunately. The video was awesome. Basically, we have this alarm clock here. Sits in your bedroom next to your bed. There is a Arduino. It's basically a computer inside here. And it's connected to an XP module, which is a wireless transmitter. This suction cups to your shower wall. Here's your shower head. This is a solenoid valve right here. It's an electromagnet operated valve that opens and closes depending on the electrical signal that comes in and out of it. When your alarm goes off, the wireless adapter, or the XP sends a signal to another XP in here, which sends a signal to here, which turns the water on. It opens this valve, lets the water come out. So your shower's already set to the right settings that you want, to whatever hotness, you usually set the dials to. So the alarm goes off, shower turns on, water starts heating up. What you don't see on here is a big snooze button. That's because we want you to get up and get in the shower and get yourself clean. So you go from your bedroom into the bathroom, you hit this button to silence the alarm. So you have to get in the shower, you got to take a shower before you shut the alarm.
It forces you to take a shower and then get going.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're done, you hit this other button, shuts the shower off, and resets this for the next morning. All right. So I'll go into a little bit about how we.
So how does the shower come out?